Tom's referring to something that maybe some of our newer representatives weren't around for or in high school. But that was when we actually took on a case that was over a decades old, of two Minneapolis firefighters that were killed in a case of blatant arson. And we were able to convene a grand jury and get the facts and actually prosecute the guy that did it. And I bet there's some things in this museum about that case, but it was a horrific situation. It really taught me a lot about not only when we think about firefighters living 2 blocks from a fire station as I do, and maybe I have a fan on every night just in case there's noise that comes by on my street, but I've lived there 25 years, had many birthday parties for my daughter there. I get to see firsthand the safety work that the public safety members in our community do, but also from the experiences I had with those arson cases, what you're up against. So thank you for that. I think what you've got here, of course, is something very different, which was another part of our system that wasn't functioning, as Mohammed so well pointed out, and Abdi, thank you for your beautiful words. And that is that people aren't safe in their homes. And I want to thank Mohammed and Carrie for their work, my own state senator, and also Tina, who has really taken a lead on this federal legislation in such a big way. And she has this new position as the chair of the Housing Subcommittee, which is a big deal, which is part of, in the Senate, the Banking Committee. And so she's able to work and lead not only on this, but a lot of other housing issues. And as she pointed out, we really have two sources for funding. We've got this process we're going through that we're all putting in requests. We haven't done that for a while. They used to call them earmarks. I call them congressionally initiated projects or something like that. And then the second thing is this funding with Build Back Better, which is really going to help us with getting funding for things like housing and the like. And I think Tom, Shane, you all know what I'm talking about and the challenges that we have. And I also wanted to acknowledge some of the other legislators here. I think Sydney was noted, John Hewitt from an area that I've spent some time in. There you are. Thank you, Representative, and Ginny Cleburne, as well as Liz Ryer, who's right behind us there. And Carla and Carrie has already been mentioned, but thank you very much for your work in the state basis. I remember the day of the fire because Siad Ali, who's worked for me forever, who's on the Minneapolis School Board, called me, and with that beautiful voice he has, boss, this is bad. People die, people are dying, people are dying. And I think he went there, is what I recall, and called me from there and reported back what was happening. As you so well put it, Abdi, I mean, you went through a horrible loss, but you were willing to come here today and advocate for something bigger than your own loss and the loss of so many other families in this community. So we hope this never, ever happens again. And so much of this is making sure that we take this seriously and remember that not everyone has a sprinkler. I think we know that now. And not everyone is fortunate enough, as we are in our Twin Cities area, to have the firefighters that we do. But it just goes to how important it is to have safe buildings. As I look at the kids there in the back, we don't want anyone else to be hurt by this. So thank you so much.